is Kiahonfire and welcome back to Conan Exiles. Today we're back on the Isle of Siptah because we got some delving bench recipes to go through. Now you might have seen in some previous videos I went through all the armor. Well, today we're going through all the weapons, and there's a lot of them. As you can see, there is a ton of crates we have here today, with all of them sorted out completely in what you can get. So the ones in the middle are ones you can receive from grinding the ones on the outside. So we have things like short swords, we have spears, we have hammers, we have great swords, we also have axes, katanas, believe it or not. You have the swords there, you have daggers, we also have maces, great axes, and bows. And some of them actually do have some new models as well, especially, I think, what was it? These ones do, and a few of the other ones do have a few new models in there as well, which is quite nice to see. So, we're going to be going through those, and I'll be telling you how to get them in this video today. You can make your own, well, legendary-ish weapons with this device. So, as you know, with the delving bench, you need elderium to fuel it. If you actually want to get the recipe for the delving bench itself, you need to go and learn it at a lay shrine near the top at the altar. That's where you go and get the recipe for it. Then you build one, and then you'll need to receive elderium, which you get from the vaults. Once you've put it in the furnace, it should look like this. So, there you go. It takes 20 elderium per craft, so your, in theory, per 3 crafts will need to go in one vault. So, it's a little bit expensive to do so, but doing it can produce some really nice weapons and can be worth it in the long run. Now, I quickly want to clear something up because, of course, there are things you can certainly grind to actually get the weapons in here. You have to do it from hardened steel up, and you can also grind legendary weapons, but please don't grind legendary weapons, because it will produce exactly what the hardened steel and star metal weapons produce in recipe-wise. So, yeah. So as you can see, I got a bunch of star metal weapons in here. These are all things I can actually grind, even the bows. And then there's some hardened steel ones in here too that you can also grind. Now, I've actually found it easier to actually make star metal weapons and grind them on this map. It's incredible, right? There's just so much star metal from the middle that is absolutely crazy. So, I'm going to be choosing to grind star metal in this video because I found it way easier. But if you have more hardened steel at hand, then you can also do that too. So the principle is you can grind any of these axes here, and it gives a chance to give you any of said recipes. So I'll give you an example. I'll get some of these in my inventory, and we'll grind them up and see what we get out of them. I'll try and get a couple of recipes out of them for you, just for example. So I'm going to go and grind some of this with all my elderium. It's going to take 20 per. Let's just grind all of them and see what recipes we get out of them. So, grind, grind, grind. Hopefully we get something nice. Sometimes it takes a while to get one out. It can be pretty frustrating on the RNG, but you will eventually end up with something. Yeah, you can see, out of all the axes I grinded, I got at least 4, which is pretty poor, not gonna lie. But you can get the recipes this way. But some of the axes are really good, so I understand why it can be difficult to get them. So we have War Axe of the Legion, Annoying Shard, Rushing Edge, and Revealed Truth. Now if we go and have a look at my War Axe, let's just have a look here. You can get from grinding any of these axes, any of these in return. So we have Song of Iron, and all of these, you can see all of these recipes that can come out of that delving bench. Now if I was to go and grind something else, say I want to go and grind maces instead, it's going to be exactly the same thing. I put in a bunch of maces. Let's just put them all in, shall we, and see what we get out of them. So this is 45 maces that I'm about to grind up. It's going to be incredibly expensive if you decide to do this many, so probably not a good idea. But this is how many I'm doing. As you can see, the rate I'm getting them back at is absolutely stinky. I've only got 1 recipe so far, so that's pretty crap. Yeah, I'm just going to let them grind out, just give you the best example of how hard it can be sometimes to get the recipes out of these. I do think they should perhaps make it a little bit better on retrieval of recipes, since you have to spend so much, or perhaps add in some ways to get some elderium a lot more efficiently, not just in the vaults. But yeah, we grind up these. We got a total of 5 recipes so far, so let's keep going. And there we go. Out of 45 star metal maces, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 recipes back. Really poor, right? But it is the only way, so I just thought I'd show you. And sometimes perhaps you don't want to have all of these recipes anyway. Now, it might seem like, wow, that's a lot of maces that you grind down for that. But really, if you kind of, sometimes you can just get one on the first try. It's, you know, it all percentage based, so it's a bit weird that way. But yeah, we have all our mace recipes. Let's have a look at our mace chest. So here we go. You can see we got Heritance, we got Mace of the Legion, Siptah of the Unclean, Strange Mace, twice, Universal Mace twice. And you can see all of these are also ones you can also get from delving those maces. And if you use the Hardened Steel Mace, it's exactly the same results. You'll get these recipes as well. So I hope that really explains it out to you how to obtain any of these recipes. So quick rundown, if you want to get any short sword recipes, you need to grind short swords. So that is the swords in here that you need to grind for those. If you perhaps want spears, then of course you need to go and grind the spears down to get any of the spear recipes. If you want, let's say, hammers, you need to grind down any of the hammers you get. So any of these to get the recipe. And you're kind of getting the idea here, I hope. If you want great swords, you need to grind down great swords to make the, the thing here. There we go. Grind those down, get some great sword recipes. So I hope that really gives you an idea. And just for you who's wondering about katanas, you need to grind down katanas that look like this. So you need to blend those down to be able to get katana recipes out of them too. Which some of them are really nice, so it is worth having a look at them. But unluckily we didn't get anything from there. But yeah, those kind of katanas, if you want to grind down, it will be the same kind of thing, and you'll get some katana recipes. Anyway, I hope that really helps you get some of your weapons underway on the delving bench. In another video, I'll be explaining what each of these weapons do, and which ones you might want to look out for that are really good. So do keep an eye out on the channel, subscribe, ring the bell if you want a notification for those videos. We're covering a lot of Conan at the moment because I want to help you guys out on the Isle of Siptah as much as possible, because some of the mechanics can be really confusing to new players. But anyway, thank you for watching, I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!